Well, gearheads, it's the end of the 2022 season, and we're playing in the dirt, because why not? Yeah, Supercross is around the corner, but we're in the Los Angeles Coliseum because NASCAR's first event, February 4th and 5th, 2023 out here, kicking off the 75th anniversary. It's a few weeks before the holiday season. I had to come out here to get dirty, talk to NASCAR officials about everything that's happening, not only out here at the Coliseum, but for the entire 2023 season. And yes, we're going to talk to people from the Coliseum about what this project entails, and Kyle Larson's going to join the program and finally answer the question: is he going to race the Indy 500 this year? And does he even have Rick Hendrick's permission? Strap in, gearheads. This is Shifting Gears. I'm Alan Bailey, and if you're looking to give me a holiday gift, smash that subscribe button to stay up to date on the latest videos and log on to AmericanRacingNetwork.com for the latest motorsports news. ARN, the Motorsports Authority. I got a chance to talk to Kyle Larson out at the Coliseum, but I also got a chance to talk to a few people at NASCAR, including Matt Humphrey with NASCAR Communications, about the history of the Los Angeles Coliseum.
They used to hold racing here at the Coliseum back in the 40s. I mean, people would show up every week to watch races here in the summer. So it wasn't a completely new idea, but it was something that has never been done with these type of cars, with an asphalt track that's put down in a month's time.
Yeah.
And then literally 2 weeks after the race is gone, and you have a football field there again. So what we did here was really a proof of concept of something new and innovative that we can take anywhere. And so, the success of the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum led us to really, say, hey, why not Chicago? So we're racing in downtown Chicago, on the streets of Chicago this year. So we're doing, and this is just the start of what NASCAR is the direction that NASCAR is going in the future, and it's just great to be part of it right now.
Absolutely, and tickets are still available for the Los Angeles Clash here at the Coliseum. NASCAR.com in order to get those tickets?
Go to NASCARclash.com. You can get the tickets. They start at $65. Kids 12 and under for $10. And then we're opening up a student section this year. Our friends at Coca-Cola are going to have the torch party down here in the peristyle, right where we're standing, right below where we're standing. So right where we're standing right now is like where Cypress Hill will be performing pre-race, and we'll have our halftime performer come out. But the students will, for $40, can come down here, be in they'll have really front row seats for the racing, but also to the entertainment that's here, and the DJs and all the innovative stuff that we do, like having a DJ perform during the costume break. I mean, who does that? Guess what? We do now. And so they're going to be able to experience that up close and personal.
I don't think you can get a concert ticket for as low as $40, let alone a great concert with front row seats and a phenomenal view to a phenomenal event. So I'm kind of wishing maybe I need to go back to school and get that discount myself. But thank you so much, Matt. We look forward to seeing you back here in February.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Matt's a great guy. I absolutely love sitting down and talking with him on and off mic. I also got a chance to talk to Mr. Kevin Daley, assistant GM with the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, about 100 years at this historic venue.
Well, we're celebrating our centennial this year, so 100 years of the Coliseum, going back to opening in 1923, and now we get to 2023. So we have a couple, ColiseumForever.com will showcase some of the venue's history, and also LAColiseum.com keeps us up to speed on what's next. We still have a lot to announce. This will be the first event of the year and kind of kicking off that centennial celebration for us, and then with the 75th anniversary of NASCAR. So that's all exciting, but we've got a lot of things coming up, and stay tuned and more to come.
And you just mentioned it right there, 100 years at this facility. As somebody who's, a part of this facility, do you feel a sense of ownership, or is it more like stewardship? Like, this has been here since long before since I was here, and it'll be here long after, God willing, after I'm gone. Does it just feel like you're part of a chapter of this facility's life, or do you have a little bit more ownership and pride in this place than that?
I think it's stewardship or conservatorship. We've been asked to manage this facility, and 100 years old can kind of show some of its wear and tear, but the renovation we just completed in 2019, all new seats, handrails, technology, We're on this path to really, make this a viable venue, and it's a national and state historic landmark, and we want it to be one for years to come. So it's really getting the attention it needs, and we're excited. And it is exciting to work here, and you realize what it means to Los Angeles. And growing up in the area, this is iconic. It was iconic to have the Olympics here. It was iconic to have all the events here, USC football here, the Rams, Raiders for a part. But it was always, the Coliseum in LA are just intertwined. It's an honor to work here, and it's an honor to have events here.
Well, it's an honor and a privilege to be here, and I got to tell you, there's no wear and tear since you guys completed the renovation. This place is phenomenal. I've seen new stadiums that aren't as pristine and nice as this place.
Well, thank you.
Your team and you have done an amazing job. We cannot wait to come back here for February, and hopefully a few more times in the future, maybe.
We hope so. It's been a great partnership with NASCAR, so we hope this keeps going.
Kevin is definitely a new race fan, and this event is part of that reason, not just because of business dealings, but because he finally got a chance to experience NASCAR up close and personal. I got a chance to chat with Patrick Rogers, Vice President of NASCAR Marketing Services, about NASCAR's first 75 years.
And you mentioned it, but yesterday, December 14th, was our founding day. That's when Bill France Sr. got all of the various promoters together at the Streamline Hotel to really figure out how do we best formalize this in a way that we can introduce stock car racing to the masses. And if you think about what's been accomplished over those 75 years, I'm certainly proud to be a part of the NASCAR family. I think we've got a tremendous future ahead of us. To your point, it really feels like we're starting to grow again. We had some explosive growth in the early 2000s, and I was a part of NASCAR then, and I get that same feeling that I had back then. We're just doing tremendous things. Steve Phelps, president of the company, is a tremendous leader, does a great job of building a culture, working under Lisa France Kennedy, Jim France, Ben Kennedy. The future's certainly bright for us, and I'm very much looking forward to being a part of it.
Absolutely, and as somebody who has worked very closely with racetrack management, I've seen the behind the scenes, not pretty stuff that it takes to maintain racetracks and series. And from a fan's perspective, from somebody who has done this on a much smaller scale, NASCAR is doing a phenomenal job and trending in a brilliant direction. So congratulations on the first 75 years, we'll say, and can't wait to be back here in 2023.
Well, we appreciate it. I echo your sentiment on being back in 2023, and just appreciate you being a fan.
Patrick's a great guy. We have a lot in common, having worked for two different race organizations. His is significantly bigger than mine out in San Bernardino, but it was very cool to chat with him nevertheless. And finally, the reason I know you clicked on this video, got a chance to talk to Mr. Kyle Larson, the 2021 NASCAR Cup champ, about racing in the historic Los Angeles Coliseum 100 years later.
It's something I never thought that I would get the chance to do. I'd never been to this place before I got to race here last year, so I never thought that I would have a reason really to come here. But getting NASCAR to host an event here was kind of what I thought at the time, maybe a once in a lifetime thing. So to get the chance to come back again to my home state and race against a lot of tough competitors, but race in front of a lot of my friends and family is pretty special. So. Such a cool venue, cool event with so much history here at this stadium, and look forward to hopefully being a part of that history come February.
I mean, you had a pretty good car here last year. Things didn't work out for you, obviously, but we've seen that this track typically last season a little bit more beating and banging, a little bit rough. Are you anticipating the bump and run in order to make something happen, get some positions?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, honestly, I remember from the race weekend, I thought it was going to be virtually impossible to pass, and you were going to have to move people out of the way, but there was a lot of disparity in people's setups and stuff at the time, and it seemed like you could pass. If you were faster than the guy in front of you, you could catch them pretty easily and pass them pretty easily. So I thought that produced good racing, and when you caught somebody that you weren't quite way faster than, you could use the bumper to also get by them. So I thought that produced great racing. I thought there was times when I had a shot to win. I got a little bit too loose, lost the handle of my car there towards the end, and faded to fifth. But you're watching the race for the lead. Those guys catch traffic so fast. The lap cars that it just produces really good racing, and the crowd got into it. We had the halftime sort of break with the concert, which was sweet. Just a very unique event, and I think there was a lot to be learned from it too. So NASCAR did a great job with their first try at it, and was really proud of the effort that they put in and what they were able to execute.
And Kyle, you're famous for doing a bunch of races away from NASCAR during the offseason. You've already said you're kind of cutting back, spending a little bit more time with the family this offseason, but I mean, between now and February, we've got, Irwindale, we've got Orange Show Speedway here in California, Paris Speedway. Is there anything that's on your agenda this offseason between now and February that is on your racing agenda?
Nothing in California or Southern California, but I'm going to race some dirt late model stuff in New Mexico, in Vado. So that'll be, I think it's the 6th, 7th, 8th, 11th, and maybe 14th, 15th, 16th or something like that of January. So not too far, I guess, or not extremely far away, but I'm excited about that. Yeah, like you mentioned, I haven't done much off-season race. I've only ran once since Phoenix. So we have a baby coming anytime in the next couple weeks. That's really kept me from racing, but it has been really nice to just spend time with the family, and this is the most time consecutively I've ever spent with my wife and kids, really. So it's been a lot of fun, and getting, now that I have the time to do it, get my kids involved in other things. So I got my daughter signed up for gymnastics. Later tonight I'm taking my son to his first wrestling class. He's got baseball camp next week. They've been ice skating. They want to get into hockey, so they're trying everything, and it's been a lot of fun to be a part of.
Well, he's not hanging up the helmet, is he? Because we know he's kind of gotten into Dad's hobby a little bit here, and he might be a racer someday. So anything on his agenda for 2023?
He's always in and out of retirement. He's turning 8 next week, but he's retired a few different times. So honestly, it's kind of whatever my kids want to do. Like I don't want them to think that they have to race. But and I think Owen, my son, he likes racing. I wouldn't say that he loves it to the capacity that I do or did when I was his age, to really focus and want to do good and want to compete and want to get better. Where my daughter, she's 4.5, and I feel like she's got that in her. So yeah, a couple months ago, I took her, let her go out and practice for her first time, and she was pretty fearless. So I think she could probably be the racer, maybe in our family, and Owen will be the stick and ball guy. But it's fun. Kids are, what they're into changes every other day too. So who knows what's next.
Well, I mean, luckily all of his stuff might still fit hers. So, I mean, Dad's already got everything at home ready to go.
Yeah, we've made the investment. So we might have to just keep it around. And now we've got another son coming, so he might get all the hand-me-downs.
And something tells me they're not bad hand-me-downs.
No, not that's for sure. No, to compete with Brexton Busch and what Kyle Busch has out there, I mean, you got to have the best stuff. So they take it extremely serious. I don't take it nearly as serious as Kyle probably does with anything, but no, it's fun to watch the kids go out there and have some fun.
I mean, seeing Brexton kind of get a contract option, I guess, from RCR, are you maybe asking Mr. Hendrick about that?
No. Owen's got to show me that he wants to be a race car driver before I pursue it any further than the little bit that we do at Millbridge.
And we heard reports a few months back, actually, that you had permission, don't know if this is true, to maybe go race the Indy 500. Have you had those conversations with Rick Hendrick?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to Rick about it and Jeff Gordon for over a year. So, yeah, I mean, they gave me the blessing to do it. I just don't know if it's going to work out this coming year. I think this is stuff that you have to work towards, well in advance. And May will come fast, and I don't want to just drive in the Indy 500. I want to be prepared, be ready for it, and feel like I can go start and feel confident that I can go win the Indy 500. So I want to be prepared and do as much testing and practicing as I can. So I don't know if it'll happen this year, and I honestly I kind of would like to delay it to 2024 if it did happen then.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll see you back here in February for the 2023 season.
Yeah, thank you guys.
What'd you think? I mean, yeah, Kyle's kind of in a precarious spot because, I mean, one kid is kind of sort of into racing, one is definitely into racing, and another one's about to pop out any second. Heck, by the time this video goes up, he's probably going to be a 3-time dad. Congratulations to the Larsons if that's the case. But we're heading into the holiday season and reflecting on all of 2022. Was it a hot mess? A little bit, but it was a fun hot mess. Yes, there was drama. Yes, there was controversy, but that's life. You just kind of have to go with it a little bit. But man, did we see some phenomenal racing in 2022. 2023 is going to be insane. As far as the program's concerned, we're going to still be here. As long as my wife's okay with it, I'm going to be doing a live show every Sunday night from my living room because, frankly, we're low budget and that's just how it goes. We're going to be on the road a whole lot. We've got roughly 25 to 30 races in 2023 that we're planning on going to, doing cool videos like this all season long. So make sure that you mash that subscribe button if you haven't already, because we are going to have some really cool exclusive content. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you want to see more of? What do you think of the 2022 season? What are you looking forward to the most in 2023? It's probably going to end up on the show because we're going to lean in heavily into what you guys think about motorsports in general. But now I want to get the stupid hat off. I want to go enjoy the holiday season. So thank you guys so much for what honestly was an incredible 2022 season. And I don't just mean that as a racing standpoint, but as a personal standpoint. It was a transition year for me personally. We had started the YouTube channel in the middle of the pandemic, and honestly, I didn't know if it was going to last past the pandemic, but I've had so much fun doing it. I've had so much fun going to these races. I've been doing this for 10 plus years, but frankly, didn't have a whole lot of success, not a whole lot of views on AmericanRacingNetwork.com, but we've seen a huge explosion over the last few frankly, months because of the YouTube channel. So sincerely, thank you to you guys for blowing up this channel. We quadrupled our views, we quadrupled the subscribers this year alone, and this is just the beginning. We want to keep growing, we want to keep getting better. I want to see more of your involvement on this channel because really, I'm doing this with you guys. I'm taking you guys along for this ride. And if it wasn't for you guys, I would have quit doing this a long time ago. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. If you want to help support the channel for free, because I'm not trying to nickel and dime you here, make sure you mash that subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, and if you really want to help the channel grow, you can share this video on your social media feeds. It helps the channel so much, it doesn't cost you a thing, and it means so much to me and my family, so thank you very much. We're celebrating the 2-year anniversary this off-season of my wife's liver and kidney transplant. Hardest months of my life, bar none. And you guys sincerely kept me sane and got me through that. And financially, because of the success of the channel, you guys helped me and my wife so much this year to help pay down some of those bills. So from the bottom of my heart, sincerely, thank you so much. I cannot wait for 2023. It feels like it's going to be here in 10 seconds. We're going to be in Anaheim in about 2.5 weeks, and I absolutely cannot wait for the start of the 2023 season in just a few weeks' time. So for Shifting Gears right here on YouTube, I'm Alan Bailey. We'll see you at the track. Happy holidays, gearheads.